Hey folks, Quillian here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play our City Skylines Snowfall Edition. Proud to say our health is great. We only have 3 sick citizens in our entire town. We have a few dead bodies waiting to be picked up. We've got a decent number of crematoriums spread around, so I think that they're getting picked up relatively quickly. I think if I'm concerned about our industrial area not leveling up, and I think the thing is, two things. One, they could probably use a little bit more cargo coverage, and two, if we supplied them with a little bit more services, they would probably get happier. In particular, we could give them a bit more of a transportation boost if we brought out the metro over there. I still feel like it's too early to set up these metros, but I think it's probably a thing to do. I still want to develop over here, of course, but I think that immediately one of the things we can do. Also, I don't think that our traffic, again, all of our traffic woes were only like heavy industrial vehicles, are almost exclusive. Yeah, see, this is commercial, industrial, commercial. A couple of like random other people around, but I think our actual bus lanes are being pretty heavily utilized. Every time we find a bus, is that a bus? Oh, actually, never mind. That's only 12 passengers out of 30. Most of them have been pretty full. But okay, so two things. First of all, I'm going to try to bring our trains, which are here, and we've got a train track that ends right over there. I'm going to extend this. We could go tunnels, but I'm just thematically sort of kind of avoiding tunnels here. I left that a little too close. Tunnels are great, and they do make things a hell of a lot easier. But I like the sort of challenge and the visual interestingness of having elevated bits. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to bring this track... Okay, now we can definitely go down, because it is cheaper. All the way over here. And let me put you on hold. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a cargo train station right over here, which will give, yeah, a lot of happiness over there because they like the extra cargo capacity. Now, our main train line is most likely going to continue on this way. Nope, I'm hearing level ups. And then like that, and then we'll plan more for the future. But that is supplying some extra transportation over here, or cargo capacity over here. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and develop the metro. And we're going to get some metro stops. Near the bus lines, I think, is going to be sufficient. I think... Space already occupied. And actually, I should try to avoid... Well, we should put it on the same size as the bus stop. Right in front. Boom there. Boom here. And then one more over here to start off with. And obviously we want to connect this up to our residential areas, and this is our high density, so there's probably going to be the most demand for that. So I'll go and put one here and here, again right near bus stops, so that we can use them. And perhaps oh, not enough money. Okay, I mean, our income's still really good. Maybe we'll go and run some of the tracks at this point. It's probably fine. I mean, some of these are pretty expensive too, but if we're low on money, then yeah, we'll try to get the tracks going before we go any further. And so this should result in some more upgrades. Come on, income. Oi! Oh, and it's snowing again. Oh, there's my light. So I think if I flick this... I don't know. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's just enabled. Maybe that's all it is. I thought there was a button for that, but I don't know. I think it's the extra light. I might be wrong. This might be something completely different. I don't remember what all my mods are. You can refer to episode 1 if you are wondering what my mods are, because I just showed that. I don't have like a list. It's inconvenient to display a list very easily, and my mods are sort of willy-nilly and not necessarily the latest and greatest or all that optimized. So, oh, the game is running a lot slower though. Like, again, I'm on speed 3. This doesn't look particularly speed 3E. I mean, it's a little deceptive here because some of these vehicles just aren't moving very much, but I can't believe how slow the game is running already. And that will drive me crazy, honestly, and probably prevent this from becoming a very long Let's Play. Unless I do things where we sort of fast forward between episodes a little bit. Right, so we do have, I don't remember if I addressed this, I did go and save up so I could get the advanced incineration plant. I still don't have the university set up. I think we've got an extra geothermal source of energy over here. I like this whole this block. It looks like they really do belong together. Power is good, although a little bit tight. Heating is good, but a little bit tight. Water is actually running quite low. So let's go and nip that one in the bud. Right over here. And it is nip it in the bud, not nip it in the butt. That would be doing something completely different. Population continues to grow. I mean, I haven't extended... Oh, there we go. We're actually getting some sewer complaints over there. I haven't gone and developed a residential area in some time, and yet we are still growing pretty aggressively. So that's nice to see. I think I actually might go take a road here with a straight tool. There we go. Do a pause, because that's going to kill that power. And then before it complains too much, we'll just try... They look pretty lined up here. That looks pretty lined up. And get you connected. And then you're going to distribute the power over here. Although this one's probably still cut off. You know what? Let's do one more. We're going to need them eventually. And then I don't have to build power lines. I don't know why I get so annoyed by power lines. But I do. Oh, oh no, we don't need heated pipes for this. That's fine. Distance too short. That is a problem. There we go. That works out fine. Still my water processing center. Plus the bus depot is way out here as well, which is fine. That's just where the buses get spawned. And as far as I know, we only ever need one. What are you complaining about? Lack of workers of some kind? Not enough educated workers. You actually want highly educated. Oh, you're level 3 industry. Very nice. Actually, how are we doing over here? It's rising. Actually, like, I'm still confused as to why, you know, it's not like we have subways at the other place. So, but they got to level 3. I don't know. Maybe they have the right mismatch or the right match of things. I mean, you should be getting supplied with all the categories. Maybe they want something else that's a little bit closer. In any case, maybe with the metro lines, we'll get most of the way there. I don't think they actually get the happiness until the metro line actually, like until the line actually gets set up. It's not just the station. So I'm going to set up our first line. Actually, I guess this can just be the one line. I think what we're going to end up doing is just smashing this line later on and trying to get a cooler, sort of more organized grid. But for now, that's going to be fine. There we go. Happiness being developed. There we go. Level 2 and heading to level 3. Cargo being supplied a bit better. Transportation. I mean, because it's got death care and health care and all these things. I don't actually think it cares about those things. It's got fire services, though. Like, if we look, like, bright green on the death care, bright green here. This is red because that's just fire risk. Some of these places don't actually have the same amount of death or fire coverage, but it should be okay. Bright green here, too. And you shouldn't care about education or parks or any of those things. So it might be a mismatch in education levels, right? Because they don't have their full workers and they're working overeducated workers. I suspect that's probably a big part of it. And with that in mind, perhaps I should build just a little bit more housing over here. Unless we make this area here entirely residential, which is a possibility. Could also put in a passenger train system over here so that people can get to work a little bit easier. I'm not sure. I mean, we don't have a ton of cash right now, so being patient still doesn't hurt. This area is still being developed. I mean, all the areas are still being developed. We still don't have the university, which would make these people really happy, although, again, start messing with the education. Are we really running out of heat again? How's our power? Power's okay, a little bit dicey. Yeah, no, need a little bit more, and then we don't have the cash for it right this second. Our cash per week is great. The problem is, even at speed 3, everything just takes too long. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy. And honestly, we have a lot of series going on right now, and I love playing this game, and I know people really enjoy watching it, but this might turn me off from playing it a whole lot right now. It could be because of the themes I have selected. It could be that snow maps are slower. It could be something else going on. I mean, there's nothing else running on my computer, except for, you know, recording. I might be able to save a little bit of CPU if I record at only 30 frames per second instead of 60. But my CPUs aren't capped anyway. And I do have multiple CPUs, and I don't think Cities Skylines runs like all the threads. I think it is multi-threaded, that's for sure. But I don't think it'll use all of my CPUs regardless of what else happens. So I don't think there's much gain to be gained there. You're slowly emptying. Okay, that's fine. I think I built another, there's an incineration plant over here too. So just more garbage trucks, more incineration. If we check our incineration status, it is just above the garbage production. Not maybe as high as we would like, but it is just above, so we're not getting a backlog of garbage anymore. Bit of a backlog of traffic here and here. This is a very big industrial area, and there's only really 3 ways into it. Although now, well, as I say, now with the metros, but again, it's not, where's the subway? Right here. We're getting some passengers that are coming out of here, and they can hop right onto the bus. And there, you know what? Pickup, station wagon. Okay, there are some people using this to drive to work. You are just getting in the way and being annoying. Scooch, we got buses here. Yeah, that's not as full as we would like. They are going into the metro. I wonder how expensive would things be if we went and said, hey, listen, free public transport. Well, right now, I guess we can check. How much money are we making from transit? 1.8K. It's a fair amount, but hardly a problem. So if we do this, increase the use of public transit considerably. There's not that many personal cars here, but there are some. And that is, you know, helping to contribute to a bottleneck. Again, if you eliminate just 5% of the vehicles, sometimes it can make a massive difference to your overall throughput. Like this over here. Well, again, we know this intersection is not good. Yeah, with all those left turns, like diamond interchanges are just awful, but there's not that much traffic here for it to be a thing we have to really worry about too much. These guys, hopefully, cargo transport, 100. In a radius of 62. I guess these are additional stats, probably from one of my mods telling me exactly how satisfying this is to things. I guess that's useful to know. I should have a metro station right outside of this. I mean, I mostly need to wait for more cash. How are we doing? Electricity is tight. Heating, incineration. Might just wait up for another large, advanced incineration plant. They're very expensive. And they don't generate that much power, but they are pretty excellent. 2 passengers. I still want to generate my other town over here. I wonder if we can generate this pretty cheaply. I mean, it's not going to generate a lot of traffic, depending on how it's built. Could happen. That's actually, the actual train line here is a little bit awkward. How? Yeah, hold on. This is a good question. How are we going to get an off-ramp? We can just get it off there, and then we'll be able to go over. Okay. It's tight, but it'll work. I want to develop that town. 100,000 bucks. Or, well, we know we are going to need more power soon. We're going to need power and the garbage thing. I think I'm just going to build another one of these advanced incineration plants. We could build it over here or something like that to service different areas. It would need a good way to get on and off the highway, though. I don't know how much we're going to do here. This actually would be a great place to put some of those centralized things. Snow removal and whatnot. We'd need to do something like a one-way on the ground. Something like this. And obviously it wants to be able to do that. There's a little bit of weaving that could come up here. Just trying to give it a little bit of extra space to keep that flowing well. Luckily, there's not going to be that much traffic right here. And then it will need the option of going in the opposite direction. So from here, we want to be able to go up, across, plug in somewhere, it doesn't really matter where, and then from here we want to be able to leave and access over there. I guess we'll do it this way. And up. There we go. So we have a little bit of strip of road that we can put services on. We can even go and, yeah, we should have enough room to sort of split this in half. Okay, so then we end up with lots of room over here. How's my money? Not enough, but that's my idea. So then garbage trucks from here can go all over the place. There's nothing, they're not going to be close to anything, but at least they'll be able to reach everything relatively quickly from here. Yeah, that's all right. We've got room for a little bit more of that. It's a bit tricky with the train tracks here, but it's not too bad. Need a bit of snow removal there, but it's fine. Yeah, mostly just waiting for some cash. Oh, do we not have enough water production? No, we do. Ah! We have a little district there. It's not covered by pipes. There we are. I probably won't run heated pipes out here. I might run heated pipes just because it wouldn't be that far to go from here to here. And then we can still centralize that. And I guess it's not that far. I don't know. It's a pretty big run for a couple of buildings that can just run off electricity, and that'll be okay. Hell, they're going to be generating electricity. That's also a great place to put more of my oil and coal power plants, for example. Or maybe even some nuclear ones later on. How did Bush say it? Nuclear? Sometimes I want to say things intentionally wrong, and then I can't remember how the wrong way goes. How is this? God damn, these things spam out so much traffic. Like, you think, you know, it's great. We'll use trains instead of other things. And nope, just makes a billion units of traffic. I wonder, though, if that could be helped. If we actually just... And again, yeah, these train stations are generating a lot of traffic, so let's make more of them. But some of those things... Yeah, it's going to be okay. Some of the things getting unloaded there may actually be looking to get a little further over here. So we're going to do that. Right, so maybe fewer things will get out over here, more things will get out over here. So this will just service the local area, this will service over here, plus it might give it, yeah, actually something upgraded right away. Because we are supplying it with a little bit more cargo. It's going to generate a little bit more traffic right around this area too, which isn't great, but, you know, let's see what happens. Like, there needs to be some sort of policy you can put in to encourage more people to just use the train station. Or, they are using the train station, I guess is the problem, but limited range. Like, just look how many trucks are coming out of here. And I guess there is the bus lane problem. Maybe the bus lanes are really... maybe I should never use... Okay, you know what? I kind of like that idea. Especially for the 2-lane ones. Let's not use the bus lane variant. Let's just use the regular variant over here. Because... we just need more lanes. And it's basically turning all this into a single lane thing. I mean, one of the rules, honestly, is usually, like, why would you ever use the 4-lane avenue? Just use the 6. I was just trying to mostly shake things up with it. Was this a 6-lane? I wonder if it was. Or actually, instead of switching... Yeah, why don't I just do that? I do kind of like the median, because it prevents people from cutting across. That is the one advantage to using the 4 versus the 6, is that people won't just sort of cut across things in a really awkward way. There you go. Now they actually have 4 lanes to work with. And right away, that seems to clear things up. Yeah, it's the bus lanes that were causing issues. This is all bus lanes, and then you got another slowdown over here. So yeah, I will probably in the future not use the 4 lanes with the bus lane. The 6 lanes with the bus lane is fine, because it still leaves 4 lanes for the actual vehicle traffic. And there's still a lot of stuff here, because a lot of people are looking to make a left turn here, so they really have very little choice, unless I went with the 6 lanes. Wow, when it snows at night, you really can't see anything. Wow, you can't see anything. Let's go into town. Well, that's pretty nice. That is very pretty, actually. maybe, Commercial Street here? No, that's actually not that interesting. Where, what about my houses here? Ooh, yakisoba, nice. A couple of places, like really popular, these noodle places. Oh, organic food. I don't trust organic food. I want enough chemicals that I know there's nothing left alive in the food before I eat it. How's the traffic? Good, although it is night, and there's a difference in the day-night cycle, but I think it has actually improved pretty substantially with that change. How about this thing? Is this being serviced by any trains? Not this moment, but I suspect that it will. You don't have to provide the ability for trains to turn around. When a train arrives, they disappear, and when they leave, they just, like, appear out of nowhere. So you don't actually have to have a turnaround spot here. I don't know if this is going to see a whole lot of trains delivering goods. It'll be an interesting question. This isn't actually even... It's not leaving with a lot of goods. How much money we got? 100,000. Power's great right now. Heat's great right now. Alright, that's interesting. Although, it wasn't great a little while ago. I think I'm still going to go ahead and wait for this to be developed. Because I think we're going to be better off and a little bit future-proofed. Especially if I go and start on a new area. What are you? Passenger train with 36 passengers. Well, that's lovely, actually. I could name all my train stations, too. Oh, where are you going? You are transporting cargo. So cargo is going from here to the other train station. As opposed to using the roads, we are internally shipping cargo on rail, which is really a great thing to see. I also have to extend the subway system. How do I see the subways? Actually, I think this is the way I want to do it. If I go... Traffic. It's horrible over there. It's actually pretty good everywhere else. If I go this... and find a subway train right there. So, not that many people. How about this one here? Oh, that's distance traveled. 14 people. I mean, people are definitely using it. Now, this is all free public transit that we've got set up, too. Like, I want more and more and more people to use it. But hopefully, it's removing more of the private vehicles. At a glance right this second, and I see a couple there. That's an actual shipping van. And so is this. It's mostly the industrial vehicles that I'm seeing here. And, and maybe part of what I should be doing is just making generally smaller industrial areas. I like to make these big industrial areas, but maybe that's what leads to a lot of the traffic chokes. Or I should just use the 6 lanes everywhere, but I don't want to be... I feel like you're sort of forced to do it in a lot of situations, and I don't like that. It's amazing how many vehicles these industrial places pop out. Just really incredible. So if I upgraded to a 6 lane, but with a bus lane, that really wouldn't change much for us. If I just went regular 6 lane, I don't know. Mostly right now they're complaining about it. Oh, you want more educated workers? Oh, they're actually looking for highly educated finally. You know what? It's time. Even though it takes forever to get the money to do everything. Even though I'm earning 15 grand a week, which is a lot. The time is moving so slowly. You know what? Well, we do have an industrial area over here, too. There's a high population over here. Like, this might service more people. In fact, I suspect this would actually be the best place for our university. Services a lot. We'll probably get more level ups, more tax dollars, more population increase. The population actually just froze there, probably as buildings upgrade and sort of recycle here. We might actually be at our population cap. Oh, so I guess I replaced a couple of houses. We might basically be at our pop cap. These numbers are hard to read. I guess we can get the data over here. So, we need more elementary schools. We could use more high schools, although it's not like dire. And then university is actually more than enough capacity. Whether it's got the coverage or not, I don't know. We could definitely build another elementary school over here, though. coverage is not great everywhere. Actually, let's take this guy, move it, replace a little bit of office space there, and then build a new elementary school over here, which gives a slightly better cover and a little bit more capacity, although it's still pretty hard up here. We actually don't have one. We got a little bit of a lack of coverage for elementary schools over here. That should increase some of the housing stats, plus increase our capacity. So now we do technically have just enough elementary school capacity. High school's a little bit low. Our coverage is fine, though. It's just we don't quite have enough seats. I might leave it as is to save some money, though, since the coverage is still there. We got plenty of demand for things. We could easily just build a new district at this point, and it would almost certainly fill up quite quickly. And specifically with the university here, I think I'm tempted to fill this in. But what about these guys over here? God. One nice thing about this game is there is always something else to do. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut. What I'll probably do is let the game run for a while and accrue some money, since there's nothing in disaster state. I may go and pop down another one of the advanced incinerators over here, because that's sort of the idea. We might put down another snow removal, but I don't think that's actually going to be required. I think we will put down the incinerator over here, get that wired up, and then, again, continue to just let it run. I wonder if we can spot any trains over here. I'm not sure how often this is going to be used. We're not really seeing cars go in and out of it. So this might just be costing us money and not doing a whole hell of a lot for us. But we'll find out, even if the occasional train goes. I mean, we're not seeing much come over here either. I guess I keep seeing it at night, but there are some vehicles going in. It's probably a day-night thing more than anything else. And how's our shipping stuff? Even here, no big cargo problem. Look how slow they're going. There is snow on the road, I will give you that. But this is not a snowy road. The game is just running really slowly. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.